Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Welcome back to another episode of Rust in the Garage, where we're finally, after what feels like 200 years, we are bringing back the 55. I've missed my 55. It's been under a car cover for like 6 months. I finally took it out and I'm pretty excited to finally get it together. So, first thing I need you to do is like and subscribe and share this video, because that really helps us out. I mean, we're getting there. We're getting a few subscribers. I mean, it's, I don't know, like almost 400, I think, which is, that's 400 people like watching us, I guess. So, but anyways, now we're off that topic. Let's get back to what's at hand here, okay? I do want to do a little disclaimer here. Now, we understand that we're not professionals, and we do also understand that we don't always do things correctly, but we just do things. So, and this is how we always do things, whether the camera's on or the camera's off. I'm just a goofball, and I really enjoy I enjoy life. I enjoy having fun, putting crap together, cars, and just being silly and doing random stuff. And really, I'm probably more like loopy when I'm not on the camera. Like, I sing a random. Just ask my kids if you ever see them, they'll tell you. But anyways, I'm just giving that little disclaimer out there that, look, this is us. I'm just real. This is who we are. We're just building crap, right or wrong. We just enjoy building crap. Right, Zach?
Yeah.
We figured the crap we build, I can't find it on the interwebs. I've looked, because I didn't know how to do half the crap on this car. Is it out there? No. Anybody putting vintage air in a 55 Olds? Maybe one or two people out there, the professionals. Are they recording it? No. So now you got Jane Doe down the street. She wants it in her 55. There's nothing out there to even see. So how's her husband, John Doe, supposed to put it in the car when you don't even know where to start? That's where we're trying to be helpful. So yeah, our content may be kind of, we work around like 5 or 6, 8 cars that we have, but we're just doing random crap that you probably just don't see every day. That's what we do. So, but now we're gonna do something else. We're gonna cram I don't even know what the transmission is. What is a transmission, Zach?
It's a 460E.
It's a 460E in a 55. Is it supposed to be in here? No. No, it's not at all supposed to be in here. It's supposed to be in like an S10 or something. But we're going to do it. And we're going to do it for you. So you can be like, hey, that's doable. And then he's going to have overdrive. He's going to be able to take this thing and, drive it to California. Not that I would ever want to go there, but I could. I'd probably be more anxious to drive it like New Hampshire, where my family is. But, this thing will drive there when I'm done. There's going to be no sweat. Just boop, bump key, right up the road. Just like that. Turn my air conditioning on when it's hot. Well, if you remember right when we left off on this car, all the wiring was done. All the new components and gidgy gadgets and air conditioning stuff. And if you haven't seen it, go back and watch some of the 55 stuff, because it brings you up to this point. So we took it out. I'm like, holy crap, there's more done to this car than I remember, because we were in a hurry trying to get it done. So we do got to throw the seat belts and carpet stuff back in. That's another video. But for today, what we're going to do is we're going to put you up on a little tripod, probably give it a little fast forward action, and we're going to couple the transmission to this engine that we built, and then we're going to shove it back in the car and get it bolted up. And then from there, I guess I got to build exhaust, finish the wiring, make some more crazy mounts for stuff, and just basically get all the stuff hooked up. And yes, Siri, we get it.
There's several contacts named Amanda.
I do.
Please say the name exactly as it shows in your contact list.
No, Siri, stop. No. Or Alexa. Alexa, stop. Whatever you are.
There's several contacts
Stop!
named Amanda.
Stop! Alexa, stop! Stop! Whoa! Bring her back. You have these things in your house? We have them everywhere. You're talking, next thing you know, she's trying to give you contacts. Or order car parts. I mean, mine orders car parts all the time. I'm like, what did I order now? Oh, look. I ordered a new ceramic transmission. I didn't. It must have been Alexa. I tell my wife, just try it. Be like, I didn't order that, honey. It must have been Alexa heard me talking about it. You know, it just showed up. I can't send it back as a restocking fee. I'm just gonna have to put it in one of my cars. I mean, currently you should see what it just ordered for the wagon. You'll see. Just watching videos. But anyways, I've talked enough. I need to have my coffee and I guess get this sucker together. Zach's like itching to get it in. He's just, I think it's because he wants to get my cars out of his way so he can work on his cars and his truck. So, well, you guys have a good day and, you know, watch to the end and, you know, this engine is going to be in here. I promise. Just like that, old Forky Pig just slid her right in there. She bolted right up. The front's all bolted in. Does need to come up in the rear, and we got to work on that hole, how it mounts up underneath the back. But overall, she just slid right back in. You know, she looks good in her home. Pretty excited about it. We've been waiting on this for a long time. But I gotta go up underneath, and I just gotta get the mounts bolted up underneath with the cross member. I gotta find some bolts for that. And once that's bolted up underneath, we can start putting the old accessories on this old girl and keep moving ahead. We're gonna build a full stainless exhaust for it and a bunch of other stuff. So we're gonna, I'll work on starting getting those mounts. I'll bring you up underneath once I start getting the mounts up in there and show you how all that works. And I don't know, I'm just excited. The motor's finally back in it, and it looks beautiful in there. I mean, I'm glad I painted that firewall the light color with the dark. I knew it was going to look good. Just knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Knew it was going to look good. Looks good. Just saying. But looks good. See how good it looks? Looks good, don't it? I know. I know it looks good. Okay, well, we'll be back a little later on. Welcome back to this fine morning. And where we left off last is we had, you know, put the motor in. And since then, we've actually gotten quite a bit done, and we didn't record it, and I apologize. But really, it was just working through a bunch of stuff that I'm just gonna show you guys. It'd be better, you know, you just, I don't wanna bore you to death. So, we put it in. I told you we had to work through the mounts underneath the car. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift the car up. I'm gonna show you basically what I had to do for all them mounts. And then we'll bring you back down, kind of show you what we've buttoned up here in the front. And then that's probably gonna be pretty much it for this video. And then next video, we're gonna be working on giving this thing dual exhaust, which, you know, she didn't come with from the factory. So basically we had to cut holes in the frame, and now we've got to figure out how to get, you know, an exhaust from this side all the way to the back, dodging everything. Everything. It's basically in the way. So I'm going to beam us up, Scotty, and we are going to lay the old peepers out underneath this thing so you can see what we had to do to finish getting the transmission bolted up, get the cross member in, etc. Any issues we had, I'll kind of go over that with you guys if you guys are doing this conversion, and then bring it back down. I'll show you what we've got knocked out, and life is good. So let's beam her up. As I said, we're under the car now. So here's the transmission. It's the 4L60E, which, I mean, obviously you guys know that don't come standard option in 1955. I believe it was in the 1956 models that they installed that transmission. But the problem we were having, there was two problems, okay? One, I don't know if Zach can see the mounts up in there or not, but there's your mounts here. And if he comes around to this side over here, you can kind of see where I had to put some spacing. So right in here, you actually need to space out this transmission mount right here. Okay, if you come on this side, Zach, you can really, I can't with you there. Really just lay it up in there. You see? Can you see the mounts or not? There they go, right there. There they are, right there. Them 1-inch spacers right there. So I had to space out this mount so it didn't hit. The aftermarket bell housing that he makes don't have the provisions to do that out. Now you could technically flip these over and use this one on this side and this one on this side, but that's going to really move this cross member to the front, and you already have clearance issues. I mean, you can see that baby, it's right there. I mean, it's almost touching, but it's not. So we were able to space them out with some 1-inch spacers. The other thing too is with this housing, you got to swap to this style bolt with the Allen head in it to go up in there. You can't get a nut on it. So we had to work through that piece. We got that all done and spaced out right. And then we basically bolted the cross member right back into stock location. It's pretty much in the forward holes, and it just all bolted right up. It's almost touching the top. It's real close up here, but it's not. And that lifts it up just high enough that a 2.5-inch drive shaft does clear to the back, which we were concerned about. Sorry, Zach don't like my light. Let's tell spooky stories. So that was a little bit of an issue, but so we were able to get a drive shaft. We ordered it through American Powertrain. They're the ones that we actually got the Tremec from. That's going in the wagon. That's coming out very soon. Oh crap, we weren't supposed to tell you that. Okay, pretend you didn't hear that. That's shh. So, but we were able to order one from them. It should be in this week. The next issue we had was on this side with the starter. I had to just relieve a little bit of the top starter. So he makes this mount for this starter. It allows you to put an aftermarket. Look at that little guy. Ain't that thing cute compared to that big monster heavy beast that's in this car? So we do a little modifying to get that up in there. And then we also had to grind out, there's a lip seal, not a seal, sorry. There's a step lip in this bottom bell housing piece, right up front here where it hits, and we're hitting the torque converter. So I just had to trim that out a little bit and grind it. And I think that was pretty much it. I do have a little seep on the old oil plug though. Yeah, right there. Oh, there's that seep on oil plug. Note itself. Put a new, I didn't change that gasket. Probably should have. Yeah, I will when we dump the oil after we do the break-in. So, that's pretty much it underneath here. Everything else just fit right in. It's great. We got the transmission cables we just got to finish. We got rid of one of the sensors we don't need.
The front turbine sensor.
Yeah, we don't need a turbine. We're not a water power facility. We don't need a turbine. We had to do a little bit of conversion for the oil line up here because I needed to tee it so I could have oil pressure for the Holly, and I wanted to keep the factory gauge, which comes out the top manual. So I had to put a T in. I have to do the same for the water line. We're able to run, O&M flexi lines for the old, blood stick. And So I'm not really sure why I left these in there. I guess I just thought I needed to keep them in there. I don't really need them for anything. Do the right thing. I'm gonna set them over there. And then we ran the transmission cooler lines right here, which I got to touch up the paint a little bit. Someone got a little crazy with a 2x4 to relieve the strain. And then that just runs the 2 lines to the back, and we put the tranny cooler back here because that was the best spot for it. There's just no room in the front. There is room, but there isn't room. So we just stuffed the tranny cooler in the back. It has its own fan. It's all set with its own relays and bleep loops and ding dongs and all that stuff. So it's just gonna cool like it's supposed to. I'm trying to think, is there anything else underneath here? I think that's it. We have exhaust coming. That's next episode. You're gonna have to wait on that. Let's just say the exhaust on this thing is gonna be its own little tree. And we have no idea how we're gonna get it to work. I've been scratching my head for days, but you know, we're gonna do something on that. But I think we're gonna lower it back down now. I'm gonna give you an overview of what we done on the top. The spooky stories of assembling the top. Sorry, I took my hand, I turned off. This happens, Zach. Let's bring her down. Let's look at the front where we've assembled everything. And let's wrap this baby up. And let's give these people what they want. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna give it to them.
I think they like 55 content.
Yeah, they probably do. Probably do. I like 55 content. Honestly, I just want the 55 back. So here we are, back on the top side. Now we have made some progress here in the front. As you can see, we gave her prettiness back, which, I mean, I know we didn't record this, but you saw us take it apart. It was just putting the bolts back in. There's nothing different in the front here. We just buttoned it up. There's no coolness going on up here. But if you want to see how we tore it all apart and stuff, go back and watch a couple videos. Like here, there's a whole bunch of videos for this. I mean, we tore it apart and stuff, right? That's right. Okay, but you saw where we put the fan in. I know that was a video where I did electric fan work and the radiator. So we got that put back on. You saw us with our AC compressor and all that stuff. So you can see it fits in real nice here. It is a little bit snug, but it fits. Okay. I've done the heater lines. I have thrown them in. I'll probably move that because I'm gonna hit somebody with it. I've installed the heater lines, and this is the replacement for the draft tube that goes, that was down on the ground, basically blowing the oil down the car. We went ahead and you saw how we added that fitting back there. Well, that fitting goes to this hose and then went to this motion catch can with a breather, and it's got a baffle in it and it's got a drain on the bottom. So it can, do its breathing stuff. So now it's breathing here and breathing here. I mean, it's just a lot of breathing going on. We did set the old carburetor electronic digital Holley Terminator Stealth on, which is just the 4 bolts and the electrical digitals, which you saw us run earlier. So we got that set on there. You see it just looks pretty. It's nice. We plugged this wire in, so it will have spark on the MSD stuff. And we just hooked the fuel line up to the fuel make happener here. We got that done. And I'm trying to think what else we got done, Zach. I mean, that's pretty much all there was. I mean, these things are simple. There ain't a lot to them. But it is looking a lot better than it did when we took it apart. If you guys remember when we took it apart, how bad it looked. If not, go back and watch the videos. There's a lot of good videos. You're gonna be like, holy crap. That's what you're gonna be like, because I say holy crap. But that's pretty much the putter inner. So I think we're gonna wrap up this video. I'm waiting on like hoses, and I'm waiting on a few other parts for up here before I can finish it. And I really need to get up underneath the car and do the exhaust system. I think that's pretty much what's next on my agenda. I really gotta get the exhaust knocked out, and then Once the radiator hoses come in, we can, connect on those, and we can fill her up with ice cube juice. We've already put the oil in it. We do got to fill up. Oh yeah, look at this. This is where I put the old blood stick for the transmission. Oh yeah, right there. That's handy, ain't it? I mean, you're not reaching back there. You're just right here. Yeah, I know. It's all about convenience. We're trying to make this thing convenient and easy. And, pleasing to the eyeball. It's not original. We get it. But she's pretty impressive looking, nonetheless. It's a real work of art. We're pretty proud of it, considering none of us are professionals, but we do all try hard. But I think that's all there is, Zach. Is there anything else, Zach? I don't think we've done anything else. That's it. We just kind of put the old thing in there. We showed them how we had to space out the transmission. We ordered the drive shaft, which was 59 3/4 of an inch long, which really don't matter to you because that number won't ever be the same for you. It wouldn't, unless you put the same exact rear end in the same exact spot with the same exact, it probably wouldn't work. I'm just saying it probably wouldn't work. You just measure it. You just measure it. That's all you gotta do. You go on their website, and they have a fill out form, and you just bleep, 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 put in the information, and then some nice guy's gonna call you, and you're gonna talk it out, and that's it. Ordered. It's that easy.
Yeah, we'll put their information somewhere.
Yeah, we'll put some of their information down here. They're great. And again, you want to go manual? That's where they outperform. I mean, they do it all, but I mean, they're not the automatic people. They're the manual people. But they'll get you a drive shaft if you need them, and they're very reasonable priced, and they're really nice to work with. So, highly recommend them. But I think that's all there is for this video. I don't want to make this video longer than I had to, just because, I mean, our videos seem to get long. But you want to be on the lookout because the next video we do will be exhaust. And I don't really know how to TIG weld that well, but we're going to do some TIG welding. I did get some stainless wire for my MIG so I can do some tacking. And then I'm going to try to do my hand at, and I can tell you it's not going to look the greatest. But it shouldn't leak. Or if it does, we'll get some JB weld. So, but I think that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And till next video, we're going to do exhaust. Peace out, guys and gals.